Hi, welcome back to Missouri Cricket Barn Homestead. This is Debbie, and this is really late at night because this is the best time to candle eggs. It's late at night, you've got the light. I use an older of my incubators that I have here just for the light mechanism. This one no longer, we don't use it any longer as an incubator because we have the large incubators here. So we're candling eggs. We're on day 6 of these eggs, and you should be able to see some sort of growth by day 3 or 4. 5 is the best, and then 6 is, of course, you will either see it or you won't. This egg is fertile, in fact, and you can see the air pocket at the bottom. If you turn the egg, you can see the shading of the yolk because the yolk is expanding from it being fertile. In other words, it is fertilized and it is growing. And right here, this little dot, right here, if you watch the video closely, you can see moves. You can see where it's moving in relation to my finger and changes. And that is the chick. And the heart is already beating. And that is the little dot that is the chick that is going to be. And you can see that it is moving around. Of course, my hand is moving with the video. And I can't help that. I'll try to hold it as steady as I can. And you can see that little dot moving around. And that is what you want to see when you have a fertile egg and it is going to have a baby in it. You don't see at day 5 and 6 a whole lot of veins. In fact, there's probably only one main vein into this baby currently. Most of what you will see is expansion of the yolk. Again, I will show you the sides. This is the side of the yolk. You can see the differences in the shading. And then when it gets really light back here, that is the white. See, there's the expansion of the yolk again on the other side. And again, you can see the dot right there, and it is moving. And that is the baby. As opposed to an unfertilized egg, let me show you that. And this is an unfertilized egg. You will still get an air pocket sometimes. Sometimes you won't. But inside, you'll notice that there's the yolk. There is no expansion of the yolk at all. In fact, you can even see a hairline crack in this egg, which is probably the reason it never developed. And we didn't notice that at the beginning. And then you'll notice that the yolk also, if you turn the egg slightly, you'll see that the yolk inside is moving. So that egg never fertilized, or if it was fertilized, it never amounted to a baby. That dot you see there is a blemish in the shell. Other than that, there's nothing. You can see the yolk is moving around inside. There are no veins. There is no baby. There is no expansion of the yolk. In fact, the egg is almost completely transparent. And then later on, when you candle eggs again, usually we candle at day 5, and then we'll candle again when they're about 2 weeks in, about 14 days. And then you'll be able to see if a baby has started to form and has, unfortunately, passed away. And it just isn't growing anymore because you won't have a whole lot of veins anymore. And sometimes you'll see what's called the ring of unalive, because we can't really say death anymore. So you'll see that sometimes in the egg, or you just won't see any movement at all. Babies at 14 days should be moving fairly well, and you can see it really well. It's harder to see actually when you get later in the gestation towards hatching. It's more difficult to see them moving around at that point than it is 2 weeks in. So there you have it. That's how to tell whether you've got a baby or you don't at day 6. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notices on new videos as they come out. We'll see you in the next one.